Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. It's been a minute talking about these Pelicans, but this will be a video on New Orleans Pelicans, man. And we'll jump right into it. The Pelicans are sitting at the number 7 seed in the NBA standings, only a half game out of the 6 seed. And obviously getting to that 6 seed is very important because you won't have to play in that play-in game. So if you get to the 6 seed, you're more than likely going to be playing the Sacramento Kings first round. The Clippers have that right now. Beat the Clippers last night, so the Pelicans are making steps in the right direction. To get that 6 seed is going to be a close battle. They're a half game behind the Clippers, only a half game in front of the Lakers, only 1 game in front of Minnesota, and only 2 games in front of Oklahoma City, who's the 10 seed right now. So the West standings is very, very close. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee a playoff spot, but it's about a 99% chance that the Pelicans will at least get into a play-in spot. Not a playoff spot, but at least a play-in spot. They're 3 full games in front of the Dallas Mavericks. They'll have to lose out, and the Mavs will have to win out for, the Mavs to pass them. Just don't see that happening. Mavs have been struggling. So the key for the Pelicans will be to get that 6 seed. But if not, stay at that 7 or that 8 seed, because if they stay at that 7 or that 8 seed, they'll have to lose 2 games in a row to not make the playoffs. And if you give yourself a chance to just win 1 out of 2 games, then that's just a good position to be in. Taking a quick look at the last 4 games of the season. Tuesday they have Sacramento, then they have a back-to-back with Memphis Grizzlies, then they play the Knicks, and then they play the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out of those 4 games, man, they go 3-1. They have a really good shot, at getting to that 6 seed. They go 4-0. Obviously, that increases your chance to get into that 6 seed. We can take a quick look at the Clippers schedule for the remainder of the season. Let me pull it up 1 second. They have the Lakers, who obviously the Lakers are going to be trying to win that game because the Lakers are trying to get that 6 seed as well. Then they play Portland, who's just tanking, and then they play Phoenix. So they can easily go 1-2. I mean, 2-1 or 1-2 in those games. So if the Pelicans can win out, they can get that 6 seed. That would be nice for the Pelicans to get that 6 seed. But let's really talk about the main topic at hand right here, man. That's Brandon Ingram. A lot of people in Pelicans Twitter, Pelicans world, they kind of owe Brandon Ingram apology. Let's be honest. When he came back from that injury, he was looking rough. I'll give him that. They were just telling the truth. It was no lies going on. Brandon Ingram was playing bad, but man, he has turned it up, and he has single-handedly, I may add, I can repeat that, single-handedly carried the Pelicans to an absolutely phenomenal record right now without Zion. I won't say a phenomenal record, but over the last 9 games, they're 7-2, and he's just been, he's been out of his mind. He's been playing very, very well. They beat Houston, the Spurs, and Charlotte. Not great wins, but they also beat the Clippers. They beat Portland. They beat Denver. They should have beaten the Warriors up 20 and lost that game. That's just a very bad loss. But, man, I don't know what happened. They lost to the Lakers and they lost to Houston back-to-back, and then the Brandon Ingram's just been on a tear. Looking at his last game against the Clippers last night, man had 36 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 10-11 from the free throw line, took no threes, 13 for 23 from the field, played 39 minutes. Absolutely great game, a must-win game, a very big game, the biggest game of the season thus far, and he showed up. The game before that against Denver, 31 points, 10 assists, 11 rebounds, triple-double for him, 1 turnover. 1 turnover, I may add. Really, really good. 0 for 1 from 3. Hasn't taken a lot of threes, man. He been getting to his mid-range, getting to his spots, making buckets. 13 for 22 from the field. Against the Warriors, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, had 6 turnovers. That was probably his worst game out of this entire stretch. They played Portland, beat them about 30, had 39, 6, and 4. They played the Clippers about a week and a half ago as well, and had another good game, 32 points, 13 assists, 4 rebounds. Dude's been on an absolute tear, man. I can keep going. Like against Charlotte, had another triple-double, 30 points, 10 assists, 11 rebounds. Against the Spurs, 32 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. So the dude's been on an absolute tear. He's single-handedly carrying the Pelicans to the promised land right now. We don't have an update on Zion. The last time we got an update on Zion is that basically that we'll have an update on Zion later. That's the only Zion updates we're getting. But I was very, very hard on Brandon Ingram. Didn't really post videos about it, but he wasn't playing well. He was not playing well at all. But if you just look at his splits for the season, my man's averaging 24.5 points per game, 5.5 assists, and then 5 rebounds per game, shooting 88% from the free throw line, 40% from three, 48.5% from the field. And that's just, I mean, you can't ask for more right there. And when I say he was playing bad, that's me holding him to a very, very high, standard, an all-star standard, an all-NBA type standard from Brandon Ingram, because he has that much talent. Dude's only 25 years old, so he has that much talent. So I've been holding him to a very, very high expectation. He wasn't meeting those, but now he's playing great. He's on a roll right now, and he needs to keep that going. Also, Willie Green. I killed a lot. Oh, for sure, Willie Green got it, because the Pelicans were looking bad without Zion. Ever since Zion went down, Willie Green has just been lost. The rotations have been bad. The teams wasn't playing hard. He was coming out every day sounding like Dennis Allen, saying, we have to come out harder. We have to take accountability. The same things you just don't want to hear from your coach every day, every game. So I think he made a couple good changes. Number one, Trey Murphy. Play Trey Murphy. Like, it's really not that hard. I promise you it's not that hard. Play Trey Murphy. The dude is very, very good, shooting 40% from three, or over six attempts a game, averaging 14 points per game. Now he's finally playing 30 minutes a game. The dude is very, very good. He should be a starter in this league. He should be a starter for the Pelicans, man. A guy with bounce, a guy that's 6'9", lengthy, and can shoot the ball. You just have to play him. Like, you just have to play a guy like that, especially when Zion comes back. Play him even more. Because that's going to just open up the floor. That's just going to open up the floor. He's going to, create space for everybody. Let's just look at his three-pointers over the last, I don't know how long. He's made a three in so many straight games. Last game, 2 for 5. Before that, 3 for 10, 4 for 6, 1 for 7. Killed the Clippers, was 10 for 12, 4 for 8, 3 for 9, 3 for 10, 4 for 10, 4 for 7, 9 for 14, 2 for 7, 3 for 5, 4 for 9, 3 for 9. I could keep going. The dude's a marksman. Willie Green didn't want to start him. He had that one stretch where he was only playing about 20 minutes per game. Actually, I'll find this stretch right here. The Pelicans lost 4 games in a row. They lost to the Lakers, they lost to the Raptors, they lost to the Knicks, and they lost to the Magic. Trey Murphy in those games, 20 minutes, 23 minutes, 27 minutes, 21 minutes. You cannot play him 20 minutes per game. A guy that's that tall, a guy that can shoot you, he needs to be on the court. He has to be playing for you. And obviously, Willie Green has figured that out. It's late, but better late than never. He's been starting. And over the last couple games, just look at his minutes. 39, 38, 28, 37, 33, 31, 38, 37, 41. Now he's playing better basketball. He's getting more minutes. And with a shooter like that on the court, you have to, respect him at all times. You have to know where he is at all times. That's going to open up the floor for C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Valanciunas in the paint. And like I said, if Zion comes back, it'll also help in that situation as well. And before I get out of here, I do want to speak on C.J. McCollum. Man, he was going through a very, very rough stretch. Just in basketball terms, he wasn't playing very well. Picked it up a little bit, over the last couple games. Had 19 points last game, 3 assists, 8 for 18 from the field. The game against Denver, he was really good, 23 points, 3 assists, 6 for 8 from the three-point line. His three-point shot has been falling, so that's good. Other than that, he's been a little rusty. He's been a little off. But I do like that C.J. McCollum, he's used to this. See, the good thing with him playing with Damian Lillard, basically his entire career is, he's used to that number 2 role. He's used to taking that back seat. And with Brandon Ingram's been blossoming, C.J. McCollum say, I'm the number 2 guy right now. And when Zion comes back, obviously he'll be number 3 guy. But he's cool in that role. He's not trying to force anything. He's not, trying to take Brandon Ingram's shine. He's a vet in this league. He kind of knows, hey, Brandon Ingram's going off right now. I have to be the number 2. Like, his assist numbers has been way, way down ever since Brandon Ingram's just become the dominant ball handler over the last month or so. But it is what it is, man. That's what you signed up for. He's playing his role well. We're going to need him. He's going to have to be a bona fide number 3 guy if the Pels want any chance in the playoffs. Well, obviously, Zion needs to be there if they want any chance in the playoffs. But even without Zion, they can still be competitive with Brandon Ingram, with C.J. McCollum, Trey Murphy, Val, Herb Jones, and the rest of the guys. So the Pelicans are looking good, man. It was looking kind of shaky, looking like they weren't going to even make the play-in game at one point. Now they're looking like they have a chance to get a 6th seed with a guaranteed playoff series. That would be great. And especially if they get the Kings. Now, the Kings are very good. They got Keegan Murray, Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis. They have a really, really good team. Malik Monk off the bench, Kevin Huerter. So, it'll be a tough matchup. They've been playing excellent, the Sacramento Kings. But that would be a good matchup for the Pelicans. If I had to pick a team to play, in the Western Conference in the first round, it would be the Sacramento Kings or the Memphis Grizzlies. I'll take them as well. But you just really don't want to deal with Phoenix. Nobody ain't got time for that right now. The Nuggets, they've been the best team in the league all season. Definitely don't want to see them without Zion. But not counting out eggs before it hatch. Got to get into the playoffs first. Hopefully they can get to that 6th seed. If they get in the play-in game, they'll play the Lakers probably first or the Timberwolves. That's going to be interesting just in itself if they get the Lakers. Hopefully Zion's back. We know Zion just dunked a couple days ago when he was warming up. Playing, just not playing, but going through a pregame routine. So obviously he's getting healthier and healthier. Will he be available for the Pelicans if they need him in the playoffs, in the play-in tournament? Who knows? But it's just a good sign to see him on the basketball court, moving around, nothing with that full speed. So obviously he's taking a step direction in the development, and we'll just see. It's a wait game with Zion. This has kind of been the story of his career, unfortunately. We'll wait and see if he'll be available when the Pelicans need him. But, man, let me know what y'all think about the Pelicans season as of now. Man, the comments below, as always, it's the Boo Tragedies, and I'm out.